Please stand as Tom Chesney leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. Will visiting Rotarians and Rotarians who have brought guests please remain standing right after we do the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And now you may be seated unless you're a visiting Rotarian or have a guest. Merrill, we'll start with you.
So it's my pleasure to introduce my guest. He is a vocational scholarship winner. He's at Front Range Community College where he's holding a high B average, and he's working 20 hours a week, which is not unusual, and making it all work together with family. And I'm going to have him say a few words to the club.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, first off, thank you guys so much. This has taken a lot of stress off of me, and yeah, just can kind of live my life a little bit easier now. And so right now, yeah, I was going to Boulder CT just up the street, and they had us fill out this form for the scholarship, and I'd never really done a scholarship before, and I was pretty excited. I filled it out, and I actually got it, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. So went to Front Range. I did 1 semester of automotive there. Then I kind of, started to change my mind a little bit. I did an internship, but now I'm kind of going in the direction of alternative energy and, wind, solar, stuff like that. So, yeah, thank you guys so much.
It's my pleasure to introduce Carol March. She is the woman that keeps us very, very legal with our 990s and our tax forms. And a number of our presidents, past presidents, have worked with her and those on the finance committee. So we're very delighted that Carol could join us. She knows many of you from other lives and times, and so glad to have her here. Carol March.
I get the honor of introducing 2 guests. To my left is Diana White. She is here from Overland Park, Kansas, and she is the niece of our other guest, and so she got dragged along today. I hope she enjoys it. And our distinguished guest is Helena Schultz, and she's from the Brush Club. She's their president, and you're going to hear more from her in a minute. So please welcome these 2 ladies.
Hi, this is my friend David. David's been around here for many years. You've been here a lot of years. So that's my guest.
A full week of Boulder Rotary events with my wife, Julie, and we look forward to the program on astronomy from CU.
Good afternoon. I have the honor and privilege of introducing my friend and former colleague, Raj Chauhan. If you recognize Raj, it's because back in a past life, he was actually a news reporter, but then went on to law school and became a prosecutor for many years. And I had the privilege of working with Raj when we were both at the DA's office in Jefferson County. He's one of the best prosecutors and people that I know. And now he's opened a personal injury firm doing personal injury law here in Boulder. So if you hit me with your car on the way out, this is my attorney. If you don't hit me with your car, I'm going to ask you to join me in convincing Raj to join our fine club. So thank you.
I'm delighted again to introduce Josh Jackson. He's a broker associate with Coldwell Banker and very interested in doing the kinds of service things that Boulder Rotary does.
Hi, this is my friend for over 5 years, Roy Lockenby. He's married to his wife Tiffany, has a 4-year-old son. He is majors pretty much working in the community in operations management, supply chain, business process development, manufacturing, logistics, and project management. I hope you come by later after the meeting and welcome him. Thank you.
Hi, I'm happy to introduce Leah Alexis. She's a colleague of mine at Premier Mortgage, business development, and she wanted to check out what Rotary was all about. So please welcome Leah.
Hi, this is my wife and better half, Jean Nelson, and she's been a Rotary reader for the past several years. Thank you.
Hello. I'm introducing my friend, Barbara Fahar, and we both live at Fraser Meadows, and we've been there a couple of years together, but it's really hard to catch up with all of the things she's been doing and all the things she knows and all the things she does. So she worked for many years at the
National Renewable Energy Laboratory.
And if you have questions about that, I'm sure she'd be glad to respond. She's very much interested right now in women, energy, and poverty. So if you have a chance to say hello to Barbara, or come over and have lunch with us sometime and sit down and talk with her, I'd love that. I'm getting better acquainted with her every day and have really impressed and care for her a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Mr. President, I'm delighted to introduce today my guest and friend, Jasmine Sampson. She serves as events coordinator here at the JCC, and I've worked with her on occasion, and she's done a great job for us, for me, and for this club. So welcome, please, Jasmine Sampson.
Hello, everyone. I have the privilege today of introducing Bill Bell. Bill has been in the Boulder area since 1970, earned his PhD at CU Boulder, I believe, and now works for a company called TDA Research with about 85 other really bright guys who sit around and invent things all day. So if you need something invented, Bill's your guy. This is his first Rotary meeting, so please come and greet Bill.
Welcome to all of our guests and visiting Rotarians, and please come again.
Great. Thank you, Tom. Well, good to see our members again. Welcome guests. Welcome Julie. I love all of our programs, but my favorite ones are the science ones. So I was really looking forward to today's. So thank you, Julie, for being here. We have a couple of announcements. Helena is going to come up. We have an award presentation today. Just a couple of announcements. I just want to say congratulations to Teresa Sazurek. She received the Lifetime Achievement by the Business and Professional Women of Colorado. She got that about a week ago. So yeah. And all year you've heard about Club 1919. This is a fundraising opportunity with our own club foundation, local club foundation. We have done a lot in this community, over $100,000 of legacy projects, whether it's the water hydration stations, the International Peace Garden. Recently, this past week, we dedicated the mindfulness path over at the BCH. And this is your last opportunity if you want to give money towards that, if you want to have your name memorialized in the number of people giving, you can give at the $1,900 level, the $191 level, or the $19.19. See John Cockey. Would you mind standing up, John? There we go. So this is your last opportunity if you want to do it between now and next week. Yeah. Right. Great. That's right. You'll be shaking everyone down? Got it? Yeah. Just shake everyone down? Okay, great, got it. All right, Helena, where are you? Come on over.
Good afternoon. I come from a club of about 20. So, and this looks like about 200 people in a jumbotron, so it's a bit overwhelming. But I want to tell you a little bit about the history of the Helping Hands Award. Some years ago, I think this award, we've had it for 12 or 13 years now. Some years ago, Brush decided to sponsor an art show in connection with our town's 4th of July and rodeo celebration. And it was mostly Western art, but the Rotarian that spearheaded this invited a sculptress who goes by one name, Shayla, and she produced a sculpture that looked like it had Rotary all over it. So the club determined to buy it, and then we had to decide what to do with it. So fortunately, or as it were, the Rotarian Ken Knight that spearheaded the whole effort had a daughter who had some developmental disabilities. So we didn't want to keep it that narrow, so we did make the focus of the Helping Hands Award any project that had to do with children, young people through high school age. So this is actually the third time that the Boulder Club has won the award. The first time for you new members was in 2010, and if memory serves me correctly, it had to do with facilitating and encouraging high school students to go on to college if they were the first ones in their family to seek a college degree. And then in 2016, there was kind of a media project for high school students who were immigrants to tell their stories, and they produced a booklet with photographs, and I understand they also had a showing of the photography along with their stories. So this is the third time that you've had the award, which makes you tied with Denver Southeast, because they have also submitted projects that have won over the years, so now you're tied. And this year's project was the reading project, Reading Partners, with volunteer Rotarians helping students who were struggling in reading from grades kindergarten through 4. I guess you're probably more familiar with the program than I am. But this is a traveling trophy. The trophy is the sculpture called the Helping Hands sculpture. And along with it is a stipend of, it's now down to $250 this year, but it will hopefully buy some books and supplies. We will send that in the mail. Yeah.
Grab it?
Yeah, you can grab it. Unveil it, as it were. It's kind of heavy.
All right. Yeah, there we go. All right, thank you. I shake your hand, but I'm going to keep it.
No, you better put it down where you'll
Okay,
drop
I better
it.
put it
Yeah,
down.
yeah. So, congratulations, and enjoy the sculpture for the next year until I reclaim it or somebody from it.
Okay, great, thank you. And I would like to acknowledge the people who have participated in the Reading Partners program. So please stand. Eve Kilmer, Ruth Irvin, Jean Lindeke, Rod Tunge, Bobby Brown. Please stand, yeah. Lena Kotke, Scott Nelson, Jean Nelson, Bill Moore, Frank Crispins, Julie Pierce, Andy Meyer, Fred Hull, Jancy Campbell, Cinda Collins Arsenal, and Chad Stam. All right, you won this award. And so in the theme of awards, I just wanted to announce that this was for our Reading Partners, which is part of our literacy. Well, I just heard a couple of days ago that we won the district-wide Literacy Award. So we're going to have a very similar presentation in about a month from Inglewood as they come down for all of our various literacy programs. On the back of the agenda, you'll see that there's a listing of some of the youth programs that we have from our club in our community. We have a huge commitment, hundreds, if not thousands of hours, volunteer hours, and of course, tens of thousands of dollars towards our youth program. So I'm just really proud that we can say that we've won one more. So we've won 7 awards so far, acknowledgement as one of the best clubs, I would say the best club in the district. So give yourselves a hand. So I only have a couple more meetings, and so you're going to have to humor me. I have a lot of thanks and gratitude that I want to give, and so I'm going to space it out over the next couple of meetings. So I'd like 4 people to come up. Shannon Lamont, would you mind coming up? And Marty and Bill Meyer and Lindsay, would you guys mind coming up here? I have some things to say about you, and of course, ways to embarrass you. So, in ways that only I can do. Come on up, Shannon, you're first. So Shannon is our outgoing treasurer. She's about to go on sabbatical. She's going to miss. Come on over here. You got to get into the light here. Yeah, there you go. And so she, you see what I say about you, huh? She has run our monthly finance meetings. She has done a great job. We have a very strong club because of a lot of the work that she has done. She has implemented the auto draft. Now that 20 to 25% of our members just get their bill and it's taken care of. And she pays all the bills. I mean, she's a volunteer. She's a CPA, but she is a volunteer for the last year and a half. We are so much better off as a club because of Shannon Lamont. So thank you, Shannon. It's a cruel world. Accrual. Get that? There you go. Yeah. There you go. You're welcome. All right. Great. Come on over here. You and you. So, yeah, the 2 of you. So I just wanted to, these are the past 2 presidents before me. And Bill, thank you for putting us on solid foundation with the finances. I mean, the fact that I can thank Shannon in that way, that's because of some of the hard work that you did a couple of years ago that was behind the scenes that very few people know, but I certainly know, Marty knows, and a select group. We are here in the JCC because of the hard work that Bill did. Remember, that was halfway through his year, and it was his vision for being right here at the JCC. Marty, I want to thank you for the poise and grace that you showed last year. You are the one who started our membership trend that is upward, and there's no stopping us now, and so I just really want to thank you. Personally, I want to thank both of them because behind the scenes, you know, if you think that I have all the answers and things like that, I've fooled you all because there's a lot of times when I was insecure about what to do, I needed a sounding board, and the 2 of them were the ones that always had my back, and they continually give to this club time and time again. So I just want to thank both of you very much. Don't go anywhere. So I would say that they're superheroes of the club. So.
Oh, is this a shirt? No,
all right.
It's not a shirt.
There you go. It's a Pez dispenser of Superman and one for Marty, okay? But we've got to have a photo so you can see how we've painted them. His has got a little gray beard, and we did the color of your hair for the Wonder Woman. So there you go. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Lindsay, come on over here. So I mentioned that we had 7 district awards, and this is our 100th year, and we did an awful lot of public relations. We didn't win the district-wide PR award, but we should have. So in typical Boulder fashion, I'm living in my own world, and I'm going to pretend like we won the PR award, okay? And so Lindsay here is the PR chair, and I just want to thank you for all the work that you've done as the PR chair. We had countless Facebook postings. I tried to count them yesterday, and after 20, I stopped because I had other things to do. We had the insert in the Daily Camera that went out to 35,000 households. The camera insert, photos, videos, just multiple mentions in the Daily Camera. I want to thank you on behalf of the club. They say that PR is just impossible to get. It's very rare, and so because of that, I want to thank you for being our unicorn.
That's cute.
That's it for today. Wait till next week for more thanks. Meryl, come on up. Oh, wait, while you come up, I'm going to read the winning lottery number here, a ticket. Okay, it's not a lottery, it's actually a raffle, in case there's any games managers here. Okay, here's the number, 225-2179, 2179. Who's got it? Jump up, because you're richer. Yeah, Rob, all right. Thank you so much, Julie. And congratulations on the tenure. Drinks are on you later on today, is what I heard. But really, thank you very much. It was wonderful. Okay, we have a new member that we're going to induct. So come on over, Ronnie and Marty.
I'm just delighted to welcome back to Boulder Rotary, Ronnie Wells. There are a couple of things that you might like to know about him. If you were in the club before, this might be a refresher, and if you weren't, it's going to be all new news. But you could say that Ronnie's focus has been, I would say, at least 4 major areas. One, in the academic arena. He has been a professor at Rice University for 35 years in mathematics, and then a visiting professor at 5 universities in Europe, including being an adjunct professor of mathematics at CU Boulder. He also, in his spare time, published 24 books, several of which I think you said were research treatises, if I remember right. He has an international focus to his life in the fact that he co-founded Jakob University, which is in Bremen, Germany. When he was a member before, he was part of our study abroad scholarship program, and I think he's going to rejoin us in that effort, which we greatly appreciate. Another aspect of Ronnie Wells is his cultural interest. He is currently, he said for 1 more week, the president of the Boulder Ensemble Theater Company, and is a board member of Boulder Phil, serving with David Fulker and a lot of the good friends with the Phil. Even though he was born in Texas, he has, and that's no apology because I was too, but he has an affinity for the mountains. He and his wife had a place in La Vida in New Mexico, did a lot of skiing, a lot of mountain climbing, climbed some 14ers and a couple in Mexico that were maybe lower altitude, but 5,000 there is still significant. And at this point, snowshoeing, hiking, biking keeps him fit and fiddle. And I'd like to have you join me in welcoming him home to Boulder. Danke.
One more overachiever to a club full of overachievers. Good job, Ronnie. Yeah.
First star.
There we go. And while Marty's up here, I just wanted, we recently got this thing from Rotary International for, it's the Membership Growth Club for Marty's year last year. It was an acknowledgement for the starting of the upward trend in our membership last year during your year. And so I just wanted to give that to you, and we're going to put it right on the banner when Marty's year. This was Marty's, maybe you ought to hold that up because it was your year. There we go. We're going to put it right on there. RI Membership Growth Club Award. Oh. There you go. Thank you, Marty. Okay, Scott and Darla, come on up. Scott's been in the club for 6 months, and we want to reintroduce you to him.
Thank you, Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to reintroduce Scott Hancock to the club. Scott is the Vice President of Sales at Mining Store, an industry leader in turnkey cryptocurrency miners. What a black hole, don't you think? At least it is for me, not for Scott. Professional miner hosting and provider of the most advanced Bitcoin. He brings more than 12 years of experience in driving millions of dollars of revenue for high-tech startup businesses and technology resellers, including blockchain and traditional enterprise data center equipment. I really had to practice this. He is a trusted partner to executive IT decision makers across large corporations to mid-sized enterprises. Throughout his career, he has generated more than $30 million in revenue in technology hardware sales while managing a dozen sales executives. Scott holds a BA in political science from Christopher Newport University, which is where?
It's in Newport News, Virginia. It started as an offshoot of William and Mary.
Offshoot of William and Mary, if you didn't hear that. In his free time, Scott enjoys spending time with his daughter, snowboarding, playing golf, creating a more sustainable world as a member of Boulder Rotary Club, and keeping tabs on the Denver Broncos. He is a member of our Rotaract Committee. Please join me in re-welcoming Scott to Boulder Rotary as he transitions from his red to blue badge.
There we go. Give me this one. You get a star too.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, gold star for Darla. Okay. Which I'll give to you in a second. We have birthdays. Do we have some birthdays?
We do. Oh, there we go. We do. We have one birthday that I want to recognize today. Even though we have lots of birthdays this month, only one chose to sit at the birthday table. Good job. And that man is Dr. Peter Ewing, who I've known since my first child, who just graduated from college, was born. Thank you.
Well, I want to thank Boulder Rotary for inducting me in 1990. It was a real honor, motivated by my daughter being selected to go to France as a Rotary Youth Exchange student. It's been an incredible pleasure to be part of this club. During the week of the International Convention, every morning there was a Rotary Minute that was being talked about, what was going on. And one day, one of the features was a speaker who talked about integrity. Now, integrity is one of the 5 core values of Rotary. Does anybody know what the other 4 are? Fellowship, integrity, diversity, service, and leadership are the 5 core values of Rotary. And every one of us here has the opportunity to contribute to all of those 5 core values. It's been a pleasure to do that, but integrity in this time, and remember we can say anything we want, even political statements. I think integrity is a terribly important core value that we are missing in our politics at the present time. And I want to suggest that it is really bad when we give up of our integrity because it is simply a expedient issue. We can give that up because we can get something for us that maybe isn't quite so good. So my comment is, let's all remember we must maintain integrity. And thank you for letting me be in Boulder.
Happy birthday, Peter.
Great. Thank you, and happy birthday. All right, we've got an announcement video.
Today is the longest day of the year for a Rotarian. Greetings from the Anasazi Sun Dagger, the Temple of the Sun, and Stonehenge. But the best place to be on a Friday afternoon is Boulder Rotary in Boulder, Colorado.
Summer, summer, summer. It's like a merry-go-round.
Wow, what the hell was that?
Hello, Rotarians and guests, and thank you for being here today. By making a difference, you are the inspiration as we connect the world.
And this past Wednesday marked the dedication of the Boulder Rotary 100-year project of the Mindfulness Garden at the Delicava Family Medical Pavilion.
This peaceful space is adorned with many wonderful inspirational quotes that will help patients and families heal during their time of need.
And more late-breaking news from the International Conference in Hamburg. It looks like Alessandro Sachs and the Weatherwacks joined President-elect John and helped him train in all the things that he's going to need to guide this club next year.
Thanks, Alessandro, Linda, and Mike for joining John. Crayons to calculators help us beat last year's total of 11,000 backpacks. The stuffing this year will be at New Vista High School in Boulder. To sign up, send an email to Larry Johnson.
More details and the days to volunteer are in the rib. Oh, how cute. It's Mike Brady's shoes.
We are this close to ending polio.
Wow, Wednesday was a great day. There was also a happy hour at Boulder Beer.
We had a great time sitting in the Colorado sun, and thank you to Bill and Danny for selling beer club memberships.
To the blood
You're in the fern, that's good beer. And next week's program
is Mel Tucker, the new CU head football coach, who'll talk to us about Colorado football.
Go Buffs! Don't miss it. Summer, summer.
Say it with me now. Have a great weekend.
Okay. Thank you, Daryl and Sally. Another good addition. So let's see. Let's thank everyone who helped bring today's meeting together. We had Daryl, I Love Mike Brady Brown. We had Roger Foreman and Sue, and I think Jean Lindeke. She was up there helping. Let's see. Lindsay was at the raffle. Some other people were helping out. Meeting management, you guys always help out. Just another great meeting. Thanks for being here today. Meeting adjourned.